All right. So, Chris, wonderful having you on the show. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. Thank you for having me, Sam.
Awesome. So, let's dive right in because I'm super interested in knowing what led you to create Reputation Sensei. What's the story and what's the journey behind it? What's the inspiration? And also tell us about your past experiences.
So I have been selling to the automotive industry since 1994. Started with Auto Trader magazine and sold print solutions for many, many years with targeted media. We were, worked for Trader Publishing for 8 years, and then subsequently left there and started the first competing magazine with them, which was Car Smarts. We did that. Scaled that one quickly into 4 markets across the United States, and then started a second one in 2011. And the targeted media, it was the automotive magazines that had inventory for sale, and that's the way people used to shop for cars. And then in 2014, of course, the print media revenues were circling the drain, and we entered the digital world. And then officially in 2016, we created Digital Media Nation and launched Reputation Sensei, the brand, in 2017. And Reputation Sensei is a brand that's focused on really helping our clients refine their customer experience with a feedback loop and putting a process in place that generates testimonials, reviews, and then using those reviews in the marketing to build trust in the localized area to attract more buyers to our client's business.
All right, awesome. So I see, like when I see your website, it's like super focused on the auto dealership and that niche specifically. Is that the niche you're currently focused on only, or are there other, niches as well that you're servicing at the moment? Because I see a few others on your LinkedIn description.
Great question. So, we have been varied in our target over the years. We went from automotive to home services to healthcare to 2 franchise models. And recently we came back around and went full force into automotive with Reputation Sensei. And we broke off Digital Media Nation is now our healthcare brand. So if you go to digitalmedianation.com, it's a healthcare website, and we do healthcare marketing for medical practices. But the automotive franchise automotive retail space is the one we're really focused on right now. We've got a new testimonial app that's going to drop in the next 60 to 90 days that will give our clients the ability to capture a video or photo testimonial and immediately send it to the customer. It's pre-branded with the dealership's branding, and the customer will be able to share it with their social media networks. So dealers are super excited about it because automotive dealers really struggle with getting video testimonials, which are the gold standard of testimonials and reviews.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'm very much interested in this app thing as well. We'll come back to that later too. But before that, I really want to ask you, how is your experience? Like, what do you suggest to your fellow agency owners? Like, focusing on one niche at the moment, does that work best, or serving multiple niches at a time? What do you think?
Yeah. And so, the one thing that and when we joined Seven Figure Agency with Josh Nelson, the one thing that they really emphasized and drove home was to really focus on a niche. And we were quite frankly a generalist. We were selling everyone. But they asked us who we like selling to the most, and where our passion and our interests were aligned, and it was franchise automotive dealers. I started in the automotive space in 1989 as a salesman, and then started selling to them in 1994. So we truly enjoy selling to the automotive sector.
All right, so you are focusing on that specific niche at the moment.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Another thing that I really wanted to ask you was that you're like super about the Google review thing and client testimonials. And I personally believe that it works great for companies. Like word of mouth, what can be better than that? You can't go wrong with that. I think with a good client testimonial, with a good Google review rating, and with a number of Google reviews that are in your favor, I think that works best. Even for us, RepStack, we have also strategize the whole Google review system for us. Like we have built KPIs on that, and we have linked it to our CSMs, ratings as well. So we are currently having a 4.7 Google review rating and a 4.7 Trust Index rating as well, and we have like 120 plus Google reviews. In I guess 3 years, that's quite a number. So if you have any success stories on that, and for any of your clients, would you like to share that?
Sure. So, we have a saying that your reputation isn't what you say it is, it's what Google says it is. So using the
Yeah.
voice of your happy customers to do your promoting for you is key. Not only is it good from a customer experience standpoint because it gives you continuous feedback on every customer experience, but it also, you can use them. We like to use the reviews as a marketing asset. We convert them into marketing assets. We deploy them online. We push them to our client's website because when a website visitor is visiting the website, they're looking for validation and trust triggers. Am I making the right choice? So they're
Absolutely.
right. So they're looking for that. And when you do that and communicate trust using the voice of your current customers on your website, you're going to have higher conversions. So there's an ROI there. The other place that we help our clients communicate trust is their social media channels. Social media offers an excellent way to really build trust and brand your company in a localized area. So we use those reviews and market those out to the area that our clients will.
Yeah, awesome. That's great. Coming back to the phone app thing, because that is very interesting as well. How do you think that's going to help your clients? Is it going to be an Android as well as an Apple version for it? How's the interface like going to be? So yeah, I read
Yes,
about that on the website.
it's going to be a game changer because again, getting good
Definitely.
testimonials is difficult. And we believe that there's a number of our competitors that are actually sending links to customers saying, hey, shoot a video testimonial. Well, if you send me a link and I'm at my house and you ask me to do a video testimonial for your company, it's not going to be very good. We feel
Yeah.
like it needs to be facilitated, coached, and even coaxed with the customer. So our app is designed to be utilized and facilitated by the user. And we're big on training, so we train the users on how to make people feel comfortable in front of a camera. We don't. There's a couple different styles of video testimonials. There's the performance where I would ask you to get in the front of the camera, open up with your name, the name of the company, what you purchased, what you like best about it, and mention my name at some point. And then I stick the camera on you, and you're staring into the camera. That's a lot, and it's a lot of pressure, and it's hard to do for a
Yeah.
for a customer.
And I think that's the most common one going around as well.
What's that?
I said
That's
that's the most common one going around as well, I think.
it is
You know,
what we like. It is, but what we like to do is put the camera off to the side, and then you and I have a conversation. And it's
oh,
easier
that's
for
very
you
engaging.
just to talk about the experience and how it was, what you like best about it, what you would improve. Was there any things that made you were nervous about before you came in, and then you came in and you found it to be different? So have a conversation, a very just casual conversation with the customer with the camera off to the side. It's called off-camera documentary style. Then the other way is I get in there with you and I interview you, and hey, I'm
I
here with
think
Sarah, and just have an interview. And those, in our opinion, are sometimes more marketable because it's not selling. When you're asking someone to stare into the camera, it's a little more salesy.
that is super interesting, and I think humanizing the whole thing better, or making it more interactive. I think that is the key to it.
Right.
Like, it sounds very interesting even listening to it. So yeah, that's pretty amazing, I must say. All right, there's one other thing, Chris, that I came across, and it sounded really amazing to me. There's this three principles that you guys follow: reach, grow, and live.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? What's the story behind that?
So the story is we like to help our clients reach more target customers in their area, um, grow their revenues by doing so, by reaching those people, and then living the lifestyle of their so desired. So that's where reach, grow, live comes from.
Awesome. And you also have an AI built system for your users as well, which is Sensei Market AI, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I've written it out over here.
Yes.
So,
So
how does
we
that?
well, we use AI a couple different ways. We use it for inventory advertising on social media, and that's highly effective at changing the ads up dynamically on a daily basis for our dealer clients. We used AI for AI enhanced review responding, but with a human touch. So even though we use AI to enhance the responses, but there's always a human touch in it. It's not completely automation. We feel like that
Uh-huh.
it still needs to
Yeah,
touch.
I think that's the key to it, to have AI help along with a human touch to
That's
it. Yeah, I
because
think that works perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've all got that email or that response. Like I had a customer service response the other day on email, and I was asking about a watch band I'd ordered for my Apple Watch, and the AI, the response was 5 paragraphs, clearly AI. It was fluff, fluff, fluff. And I responded, nice AI response. Now where's my watch band? So,
Yeah.
they, they were using AI too much. And, one of
Yeah.
the topics here at the automotive conference was, you don't want the AI to be obvious. You want it to be more human.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the key to using AI, I believe, as well. That you have to have that human element to it for the others, to believe and to be able to connect to it, basically. You cannot just connect to a machine or a machine voice. It's just,
That's
human nature, I believe. Yeah, that's all right. So you are, basically servicing all about the client testimonials, about the Google reviews, and building images, basically. And you are like one-stop shop for building your brand's image. That comes along with community building as well. You have to be interconnected. All the clients have to be connected, and their, users as well. What is your go-to strategies for community building?
so we feel that with your social media efforts you need to be involved in the community. You need to sponsor, like for car dealerships, you need to sponsor that local cheerleading team, the local football team. Get involved in the community, join the chamber, send someone, a representative, to go to these chamber events, networking events, get out in the community. Because
Absolutely.
we see the most successful dealerships do that. They plug into the community, they support the community's local efforts, and then we see some dealers that simply don't plug in at all. And the community likes to do business with people who support them. So,
Yeah.
but social media offers an excellent platform to highlight what you're doing in the community.
Absolutely, it does, play a major role in that. Awesome. That's amazing. So, lastly, I also wanted to ask you, like, what is your take on hiring VAs? Because you have VAs hired for your own, company and your services as well. So, how do you think VAs help build your company? I'm not talking, hiring just freelancers for short term or on a project basis, not that, but more like having long term VAs placed in your teams, building your teams and staying there, having mission driven people in your business, building your brand image and growing with your brand image. What's your take on that? What's
Well,
been your experience?
as costs soar here in the States, the primary benefit is cost efficiencies. I mean, we're having the labor force here, like, it's going crazy. I mean, there's certain states now that have gone to a minimum wage uh, crazy rate. California just went to $21 an hour, and they wanted it to go to 54. Well, what people in that state failed to understand is, the fast food workers that are now making $21 an hour, they're going to have to pay $25 for a Big Mac. So the companies are going to pass the cost on, and all the cost in the market increase. So it doesn't even make sense if so it's just a matter of economics. So I feel like hiring VAs, especially well-trained, dependable, people with good integrity, is an excellent way to scale your agency, especially from a cost efficiency standpoint.
Yeah, I think that's the bottom line to it as well. Because what's your experience with the services been like? Like, obviously, it is cost efficient. That's what I'm going to say. That it's the bottom line. That it's very cost efficient. It's like less than half the price. We do all this research at our end, for VAs. how much does it take to hire one locally, and how much does it take to hire a VA? What do you think is difference in services? Is there a difference in services provided by VAs hired locally and VAs, uh, assistants hired locally and VAs?
So what's the question? Repeat the question. What is the question?
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
was just asking about the difference in services. Like, what is your...
having
Yeah,
a
can
little,
you hear me now clearly?
yeah, we're having a little bit of a hiccup. Okay, yeah, I think you're back now. So the difference between hiring here and VAs overseas, is that
All
what
right.
question? So cost is certainly a factor, but also quality is uber important. We just don't look at cost. We look at the quality of work that's getting executed, and whether that person's a good culture fit within our company. We want our VAs to feel like they're part of our team, the Sensei team. We have a thing called the Sensei Standard that we hold all of our employees and team members and contractors to, and that just is really a standard that we've set of excellence that we live and execute by.
All right, amazing. It's great having you over, Chris. I think I'm all done with my questions that came to my mind, and I wasn't really inquisitive about it, but I have had a wonderful conversation and super insightful one with you. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Sam.
And
I
I
enjoyed
believe
it.
that you on a 3 day event, you must be super tired as well. So
Yeah,
you
well, we're
can get
still working. Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, and I enjoyed the show. So thank you.
amazing. I'll let you get back to your wonderful, wonderful event then. Have a wonderful rest of the day, Chris. Take care. Bye bye.
Okay. Take care, Sam.